Well, hello out there. I am Yashika B. Martin, Master Level Coach, Motivational Speaker, and owner of YBM Coaching Services, a company that uses the dynamic between choice and decision to restore hope, create hope, and advance hope. Also, you can generate the impact you want in your life and in the world. Now, in creating this YouTube channel, I was inspired by Maya Angelou's quote, "Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better." So I hope that you enjoy all the content that I post on this channel because it's designed to help you turn your hope into action. So let's get it. Hi everyone, Yashika B. Martin here, and welcome to my segment of Channeling Hope, where I hope to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to bridge the gap between your intentions and your actions. So let's get started. Our topic is self-discipline. Now, Webster's Dictionary defines self-discipline as control gained by enforcing obedience, a pattern of behavior, and self-control. Now, most of us know that discipline is probably more related to that first and third definition. And I think that it doesn't serve our purpose because it gets us to thinking toward a negative pattern of I can't. When we think about self-discipline and we happen to eat that extra cookie or we hit that snooze button more often than we wanted to, we then begin to think that, man, I have no self-control. There's no way I'm going to be able to accomplish this goal I want to accomplish. And then we all know when we think about discipline, say like a parent maybe disciplining their child or a coach who might discipline their athlete, who wants to really get punished, right? Punishment is not something we want to equate with self-discipline. So I say let's focus on that second definition, a pattern of behavior. Thinking about self-discipline as just a behavior that you want to have more often than not, 8 times out of 10, 7 times out of 10. And heck, we know that some of us, 5 times out of 10 is really where it's at. So one day I was having this conversation with some friends and we were talking about finances. And I consider myself to be a pretty financially responsible person. Not financially literate, and I need to work on that, but financially responsible. And during this conversation, they were admiring how I was able to save money, able to save for trips that I wanted to, or not automatically use my credit card for a purchase and figure out a way to save money to get something that I wanted. And they constantly talked about how they struggled in doing so. And who knows, it could be because maybe they have children or they have a lot of debt. Sometimes it might even be that they are underpaid. It could be a gamut of reasons that they feel they could not be financially responsible also. And it got me to thinking, well, most of the time when we, let's say, appreciate or we admire a quality or characteristic in someone else, it's typically because we don't think that we possess that quality. Or maybe we don't think we have that quality in the same space that that other person has. And so we always deny ourselves and say that we're not capable of doing that. If that's the way you think about self-discipline, if you struggle with believing that you can also do it the way someone else may be able to be self-disciplined in an area, well, I have 3 action items for you, 3 perspectives, 3 concepts that you can take with you, that you can apply to your life, and maybe you can shape the way you think about self-discipline and achieve the goal that you want. Number 1, identify how you feel about discipline. When you hear the word, does it evoke something negative? Do you feel daunting? Does it make you want to just kind of cringe? Sometimes you might want to think about when you have been successful at being disciplined. Or maybe that one time you tried to be disciplined and you fell short. How did you feel? How did you recover? How did you move forward? It's important that we identify how we feel about self-discipline because you have the opportunity to change your perspective on self-discipline. Now, for myself, when I think about self-discipline, my definition is having to do the thing that I do not enjoy doing. So when I think about being financially responsible, that's something that I want to do because I like to spend money and I like to get things that I want. So why would I think about it being disciplined when I know that discipline doesn't serve me well? I think negative thoughts about being disciplined. So what I decided to do was, instead of saying, hey, I need to be disciplined with my finances, I just said, I'm going to evoke willpower. Why willpower? Because for me, willpower means control. It means empowerment. It means that I have to honor my commitment to myself to accomplish the thing that I want. So I offer to you is to consider, how do you define self-discipline? And then be courageous enough to change that word, to change that concept, and that might help you do better with self-discipline. Number 2, give yourself space for grace. I have a friend who says that all the time, and it's really important to do so. And you may say, Yashika, how do I give myself space for grace? Well, it could look like a myriad of things. It could be prayer, meditation, poetry, music, art. Heck, it can even be you sitting still and being quiet. Whatever you do, find that space, find that time to remind yourself that you are human. And because you are human, you are bound to make mistakes. You are bound to not always get it right, and it definitely are bound to not always get it the way you expect it to happen. So when you're thinking about self-discipline, a lot of times we do things like this. Oh, I missed a workout. Now I'm going to double up tomorrow. Or maybe I didn't eat well today, so I'm going to deny myself tomorrow. Well, I have a little secret for you, something to consider. You leaning in? Are you listening? You don't always have to make up for your mess up. Just pick up from where you fell. Just like a track athlete who's running a hurdles race, they're jumping over hurdles, and by happenstance, they may clip a hurdle, stumble, and fall. If they're able, they don't get up and go back to the start line. They pick themselves up from where they fell. They jump over the remaining hurdles or obstacles, and they cross the finish line. They finish the task. It is very important that you finish the task, even if it doesn't look like the way you want it to look. And just like that athlete, you'll be able to go back, reflect on where you messed up, make that correction, and then the next opportunity you have to be in the race or to be self-disciplined, you won't make the same mistake twice. So give yourself space for grace, and remember, you don't always have to make up for your mess up. And number 3, just do it. Start now, not tomorrow, not Monday. A week is a week. 7 days will occur whether you begin on Monday or you started on Thursday. Don't allow yourself and others time to dissuade you or to make you second guess yourself. Just jump into it. Don't wait for the perfect time, the perfect moment, the perfect weather. Just go ahead and practice that discipline and work out the logistics as you move forward. One of the most motivating things that was ever said to me was from my executive coach when I was a client. He said to me one day in a session, Yashika, woman, I need you to move. Move forward, move left, move right. Heck, I don't even care if you move backwards, but you've put in too much time and too much effort to still be in the same place. Move. But when I had time to actually think about it, he was right. I was doing all this work and I had nothing to show for it. So one day I just decided, hey, move. I took that first step and I went from not even wanting to have a business to starting my own company. I believe you can do this too. I believe in you. You can be self-disciplined. You just got to believe in yourself. And remember, identify how you feel about discipline, give yourself some space for grace, and start now. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you were inspired to take action in your life. If you like this video and want to know when more things will be posted, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment, and also check out my website at ybmcoaching.com. I hope you continue to channel your hope, and remember that choice is freedom and decision is power.